Behind the Mirror of Music with Dannii Cohen.
Hello, and welcome to Behind the Mirror of Music. My name is Dannii Cohen. This week's guest is Darius Wright. Darius Wright is an up-and-coming star of the stage who has already starred in several big Broadway shows, including MJ the Musical, Once Upon a Mattress, New York, New York, Back to the Future, and much more. Recently, he has branched out into doing straight theater plays next to his musical theater career. I hope you will enjoy the show. What are you doing right now in your life and career?
Currently, right now, I am doing a play called King James by Rajiv Joseph in at Northern Stage in Vermont. Playing the role of Sean.
Oh, wonderful. How did you fall in love with acting and music and everything?
Um, I mean, when I was in high school, one of my friends asked me to audition for the musical, and so I did. And yeah, I don't know if it was exactly the musical part of it, but I fell in love with the culture at high school, the people, and us just like having fun together. I really enjoyed that. I don't think I loved musical theater, like I forget now, until like I hated it after I hated it for a second and then found reasons to love it. Like I do love theater in general. Um, and I say that when I say about hating it, it was just like the business, realizing what it was and not that it's not always magical. And then once I moved through that, as you do in any relationship, if you get through like a tumultuous moment, then it's kind of stronger afterwards. So I had that moment with theater, and then it's nice to have moved through that and be at another portion of that where I do love it more, and I do see like its flaws. And then there's some moments uh, like I had a moment in Back to the Future where I really enjoyed and doing Once Upon a Mattress, and New York, New York was kind of a dream to do, and seeing painted backdrops um, and those inside more recent years since like New York, New York is when I fell back in love with theater, seeing how fun it can be to do professionally on a stage. It made me feel like a little kid at certain times. So that's nice to have those moments. They don't happen all the time, but they're there.
Yes, I can understand what you're saying as well, because mainly the politics in theater are sometimes questionable.
Mm-hmm.
Times. What was your first professional role?
Professionally, I mean, technically professionally, I did summer stock. So, yeah, in the summer of 2011, I worked at the Lyric Theater of Oklahoma. Um, I was in the ensemble of a couple shows for that summer. Uh, Oliver, Hairspray, Ragtime, and a chorus line. And yeah, that was my first professional gig. Yeah, got paid like $400 a week, I think. I was in college and it was after my freshman year and it was really exciting to be working. Yeah, I met some really cool people that summer, like Christy Cates and um Sasha Hutchings. We went to school together, but we worked together. Christina Love, um, Adriana Hicks. Um, yeah, there are so many people that summer who are, now or had been working in the theater in New York and who are very like Grammy Award winning now and overseas. Like so many great people I met there at Lyric Theater. Billy Porter. Yeah, there's so many cool people that I met working at this theater. Um, yeah, and that helped me get to where I am today.
You recently starred in Once Upon a Mattress. Did you what was that experience like for you?
It was really nice. Overall, it was nice to. We did a short run in New York, and then we went to Los Angeles for a month. So all of that was really great for me. Um, the timing of it being a short run, also was my first revival, which was really nice to finally do, a revival. Um, and it was really cool to work with the people. Um, like the first show I ever did was Thoroughly Modern Millie, and so the first clip I ever watched of musical theater thing in high school was her performing on the Tony Awards, and so it was really cool to like in full circle to finally work with Sutton. Um, and yeah, there was a couple other people in the cast. Yeah, it was really nice to work with people who've been doing this for a very long time, and that I got to learn something from. Um, yeah, that was really cool, and to go on and be a lead at certain moments in that, and be able to play with uh, these these actors that I've looked up to was really rewarding, and yeah, it was really cool to be able to do that with them.
Would you say you would prefer classics or modern musical or both?
It depends. I do love a classic musical theater moment. That's why doing New York. New York was really cool. I got to just sing the way that I like to sing. Um, and it's really nice when I can just do that. And other times I'm asked to do like a pop voice, which is not my favorite. With the straight tone, I definitely prefer singing more classically. And I love the music, the movement of classical musical theater, um, with the tapping and things like that, which you don't really get in modern musicals too much. Um, but then there are some modern musicals that are really fun. Like I do love A Legally Blonde. Like I do, uh, and like even Back to the Future was really fun to do, which had classical moments in it, um, not just straight pop, um, or like homages to. Uh, yeah, so a bit of both, but I definitely on my own lean more classic musical theater. I love the sound when I'm listening to it. Like I can work out at the gym listening to ragtime and I'm having a great time.
Is there a dream role you have in the future?
A
In the
dream role.
yes.
Um, I mean, I would love to do more TV film. I mean, give me a series regular on a TV show. I would be very happy. I think I don't know until I get there. Um, but that's kind of the goal right now is to really focus on acting and TV acting and to find some more success in that area. Um, yeah, otherwise I'd love to do something in the musical theater world. I would love to do something that incorporates everything, um, like singing, dancing, and acting, not in a classical sense. So, like we just did, I was a standby for Joey Evans and Pal Joey at Encores, and a role like that is just really cool, like something of the Gene Kelly. Um, you know that type of role I would really like to do. Also like a before my knees give out on me, maybe a chorus line playing Richie Walters. I would love to do that just once.
You started in MJ the musical as well. What's that time like for you?
What was that time like for me?
Yes, well, the experience for you.
Um, Overall, I gained a lot out of it. I was a swing and I covered the role of MJ. I'm proud of myself for being able to do that. I am proud of myself for stepping into the role a couple times. Um, and in the manner that it happened, I'm very proud of myself for stepping up to the plate. and being there for the company and making the shows happen. Um, I think it's one of the hardest roles ever created, and so I'm happy to be one of the first people to do it. Um, and I'm happy that it sits in a box in the past as well. I learned a lot there, and it's also just wasn't anything sustainable for me as a performer long term. And so I'm happy to have done it. I'm happy to um, have been a part of the original company. I'm proud to that my contributions to the show are, they're there. Like they're parts of me in that, in the creative process that I am, happy that happen on stage every night still to this day. I'm happy I get compensated for that still to this day. When it comes to point sharing and things like that, I'm happy that that's the thing that we're doing within the community. And I'm also happy that I've had opportunities past it that have allowed me to flourish in the way that's best for me. That really cater to my strengths and what my heart really sings to. And so I'm grateful. I'm definitely grateful. I'm definitely grateful for it and all the things that it taught me. And I'm also very fortunate to be able to pursue other ways of pursue other shows, pursue other sounds, pursue other ways of movement, and different companies. Um, yeah, it's been a quite the journey since, and it's cool again, cool to have done it, and I think it's changed the way that people see me, and what I can bring to um, the industry as Darius Wright. Um, However, again, like it's not anything that it's for me long term. Um, but definitely, I've learned a lot. I learned a lot doing it.
What are one of your favorite stage memories? Some of your favorite stage memories?
Favorite stage memories. Uh, oh my goodness. I do. One of my favorites was in New York, New York. Um, I, I was like everybody was in like old timey costumes. I love a period costume, so it was really nice to see everybody in the costumes. They're so beautiful, and we were in tech, and and we're seeing the set for the first time, and then they just bring in this drop and these hand painted backdrops, which you don't see on Broadway these days. You don't see them at all, and so it was really cool to. Pardon, it was really cool to like sit there and I looked at these backdrops and I just started crying because it was so cool to um, just to see that to see to be a part of something that was it felt real and it felt tangible. It felt like we were it really checked off the classic musical theater box for me in that it wasn't the set was big, one best set for a great reason. The painted backdrops, the old timey costumes that were detailed. um it was really cool to just sit there and be like, wow, we're doing musical theater the way that I like to do musical theater. And it was really cool to and again, the company was really wonderful. I'd always wanted to work with Susan Stroman, Kander, and Ebb, and so I just cried like a little kid. I felt like I was in high school again, doing theater for the first time. Like that was a really cool. Uh, One of my favorite stage memories was being backstage at Tech in New York, New York. It was really fun.
It's so great that sometimes these classic shows still get made because, well, they made me fall in love with musical, and I really like that younger generations get a chance to see what theater can be like.
Hmm.
What are the things that you think should change in theater or entertainment in general?
What do I think should change?
Yes.
In entertainment in general. Um, Whoa. Um, Number one, I'd love to stop having to bring in a headshot and resume. I'm like, at this point, like, you have my headshot and resume, just like, you have it. You have it at this point. So why do you need it again? Like, that's paper. We're talking paper. Um, but that aside, also get the tangibility of it. But I'm still like, headshot and resume, like, come on. Just print it out or have it like you have it. Uh, but what I would like to see change, I think just more community. I think we're doing a pretty good job, especially like with your own. Like if you're in a show, like it's really nice to be in the community in your own building. But as a whole, we don't really see each other that much. Um, we don't really get together a whole kind of a lot. But you do have friends that you've made when if you're doing other things or you meet here and there or you run into each other on the street or in the bars. Um, but not really that many community building. Like we have Broadway bowling, but like you still don't really talk to anybody there. You bowl together, but you don't speak to other people on the teams really from other shows. I would like more community. It'd be nice to uh, get to knowing the producers a little bit more, maybe like just in more community. Yeah, I'd like to see more community within the industry and more of a sense of we're able to like talk to each other um, on a more intimate scale. I think.
Next to the roles we discussed, what are some of your favorite that you have done so far?
Roles.
Yes,
Um,
or shows you starred in?
um, I would have to say. Um, Well, right now I'm doing this play and it's a two-person play. So I think this has been one of my favorite things that I've ever done. Um, I don't think that many people who do musicals do plays that often. And so it's been great to have the opportunity to take away the singing, take away the dancing, and just act. I've been working towards this, and so it's my first play, and it's kind of cool that my first play is a two-person play. And so, yeah, a lot of talking, a lot of flexing these muscles, these acting muscles. And so it's been my first time where I've actually the role is just mine. Usually, I've 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 just covered roles. I've never been able to like say anything's really my own, and other than like my version of something that somebody else is doing. So it's cool to get the time and the attention that I've never really have had on a role, and to be able to call it my own and to, kind of have artistic freedom with it. Um, so this has been one of my favorites. Otherwise, like again, I yeah, this has been one of my favorites. This has been one of my favorites. I also really enjoyed uh I can't even think of the guy, the trumpet player in New York, New York. I liked playing him whenever I did. The jester in Once Upon a Mattress was nice to do as well. And then covering the role of Pal Joey at New York City Center it was really quick, but that was again like the closest I'd been to like doing something that I'm like passionate about. And so it was cool to like touch on a role that did the things that I do and just to touch it and to be like, yeah, I can do this and I can do this at this scale. Um so that was another one of my favorites that I've been able to touch um role wise.
You could create the perfect role for yourself. How would you see yourself?
Hmm. Um Again, it would be something it would be something probably more classical, more classic, uh, uh, like song and dance man. Not too much crazy dancing, but we're gonna get it done. Um, Yeah, nothing too tenery. We like to keep it baritone, tenor land. We don't have to do all the crazy stuff vocally. Um, yeah, I'd like to do something of that nature. Or again, just a really nice chunky role recurring on a TV show. What that looks like specifically, I still do not know yet. So trying to find my place in that world. Um, but I do enjoy the idea of like putting it down and moving on from scene to scene, like giving a scene my all for a couple takes and then moving on to the next thing. So you're always learning new lines, you're always looking for new circumstances. I like the newness of it. um so that's very appealing to me currently.
What message would you have for theater fans?
What message do I have for theater fans? Keep supporting live theater. Keep supporting live theater. Yeah. Mm, yeah.
Is there anything that you would wish the world would know about you and that you want
So
to
that I'd wish the world to know about me.
yes, that hasn't been asked that you would like to share?
Um, not not necessarily like I mean I'm starting to write a little bit. We'll see how that goes. Just plays and short films and things like that. So it's nice to be a little creative. Um, so we'll see where that leads. Um, I have some ideas in my head. It's just making sure that they uh, can I can put them on paper and they make sense. And we'll see if I start sharing them with the world.
Thank you so much for your time and this interview.
Yeah, sure thing. Thank you.
And best of luck with your play and all your future projects.
Thank you so much. We'll do.
Bye.
Behind the Mirror of Music with Dannii Cohen.